Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video. And in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys the only champion that can one-shot a Nasus, okay? This is the only champion that can do that, which is AP Varus. But before even saying anything about this video, I have quite a bad announcement to make. Like, actually very bad. So let me just show you guys. I made a tweet where I said, there is a difference between playing a game because I love it or because it is just my job. I used to play Wild Rift because I loved it like no other game. Now it feels like a bad job, and I missed making videos on Wild Rift when the game was fun to play. This has to do with the current matchmaking system. The reason that you're seeing like quite a lot of videos of not me playing, but someone else playing and me reacting to it is because of this. So to elaborate more on this is, I said it like this maybe a bit harsh to say, but this is the truth. I would have quit Wild Rift if I would have quit Wild Rift literally this season if it wasn't my full-time job to provide content or be knowledgeable about the game. That is absolutely the truth. I am definitely not having fun playing Wild Rift right now. The thing is, I love this game so much that I want to make my passion continue with this game and I want to make this job continue. But I'm not having fun right now. I'm obviously still having fun making videos, interacting with the community, casting, everything like that. But the core, which is actually playing the game, is not there for me anymore right now. As you can see, the reason is 1 out of 15 games I play is an intense game. Rest is stomps. Like, to give you guys an example, if we just look at my history right now, let's just take a look at my history. Stomp. Absolute heart loss. Stomp. Well, this one was a stomp, but I had a garbage team. Stomp, 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 stomp. Absolute heart loss. Absolute heart loss. Stomp, 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 stomp. You see what I mean? Every single game is trash. Every single game that I get is absolutely horrible. And I'm sorry for taking your time for this, but if you want to bring more attention to this, go to my Twitter, twitter.com/HellsDevil. This is my account. And yeah, oh, oops, that's the wrong tweet. Give your thoughts on this tweet, give it likes, retweets if you want to, if you want to bring more attention to it, because I'm so done. I'm so done with just Wild Rift ignoring this issue. I'm so done with them delaying this issue. This has to be fixed now. This has to be fixed now. It's just so incredibly stupid. And I'm so sorry for being so mad, but I cannot make videos like this. I cannot have fun and make videos like this. I just can't. Every single game is so damn bad. It's so idiotic. This Okay, again, please don't send any hate messages or anything like that to devs. I did not do that either. It's just, again, just check out the Twitter, okay? Just check out the tweet. But let's now finally get into the video. I'm so sorry about this rant right here, but let's get into it. So, how do you build Varus? First of all, AP Varus kinda sucks. Okay, I don't want to get your hopes up too much. He kinda sucks. Like, he's an ultra late game champion. He only gets good. Like, he only gets remotely good after 2 items. Like, that's when you start to do something. Before that, you're really not going to be doing too much. And then after 3 or 4 items, that's where you start to get the real AP Varus. Of course, it takes a really long time to get those items. So how do you build them? You start with a Nashor's Tooth. This is always going to be your item. The boots that you're going to get is Ionian Boots of Lucidity, because you want to have cooldown reduction. Second item, always a Rabadon's Death Cap, always, because you need that ability power. Third item, either a Void Staff or an Infinity Orb. Does the enemy have a lot of magic resist? Then you're much better off going for the Void Staff. Otherwise, go for the Infinity Orb, for the one-shots, because this is going to increase your damage by a lot when the enemy is at a low amount of HP. So yeah, if you get a Void Staff third, get an Infinity Orb fourth. If you get an Infinity Orb third, get a Void Staff fourth. And then as your last item, completely situational. Whatever you need. Like, it is completely situational. The Green Book, Luden's Echo, Hextech Gunblade, Kristen's Reflector, Banshee's Veil. You can even get a Runan's Hurricane, by the way. Now, you may think that I'm trolling right here, but a build like this is also legit on AP Varus. If you're against a lot of tanks, this can be good because you're going to be able to apply your stacks, what is it called? The stacks of his second ability. I don't know what they're called, but the stacks of his second ability, you can apply them to 3 enemies at the same time. So Runan's Hurricane is a legit item on AP Varus too, and especially as a last item, when you already have 4 ability power items, if you don't need more damage, which you very likely do not, you can choose to go for a Runan's Hurricane. And then for your enchantment, you go for Protobelt. Always a Protobelt. I mean, of course, sometimes you can get a Stasis enchant if you're against a Zed or a Fizz or something, but generally Protobelt. For your runes, there's two runes that you can go for. First one is Electrocute, if you really are all about those one-shots. Second one is Conqueror. This one has more reliable damage. Again, it depends on your playstyle. If you really want to one-shot the enemy, Electrocute is going to deal a bit more damage. And you can also very easily proc the Electrocute with your second ability, just 3 basic attacks, because you're going to get a lot of attack speed after the Nashor's Tooth. But yeah, as I said, Conqueror or Electrocute. Honestly, I feel like, from what I've played, Conqueror felt stronger to me. But the bonus damage from Electrocute is also nice at some point. But if I have to take a winner, it's gonna be Conqueror. Second rune, Gathering Storm. It has to stack up into the late game, and yeah, that's how Gathering Storm works. It stacks into the late game, you get a Rabadon's Death Cap, which is going to make it 40% stronger, and you got a Gathering Storm that's stacking up into the late game. Third rune, Second Wind, because you're going to need it in the early game. You're absolutely useless in the early game, so you're going to get completely out-traded in your lane. I mean, you can get a conditioning, I guess, if you really want to play it safely in the early game, but you cannot get away with this. You will get absolutely destroyed in your lane if you go for a conditioning. Again, it is good in the late game, but Second Wind just feels necessary when you play AP Varus. Fourth one, you go for Mana Flow Band because you need it. Yet again, because you don't have any mana items like a Mana Immune or something like that, you need the Mana Flow Band. Don't go for Sweet Tooth, because without a Mana Flow Band, you're never going to have enough mana. For your spells, you go for Barrier and Flash. So that was it about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. Alright, on to the gameplay. So let's now be a little more happy. Sorry for the rant early on. I mean, I'm not really sorry because it's justified for me to share my feelings to you guys about the game. But okay, enough about all of that. Check out the tweet yet again. Now let's focus on to the gameplay. I'm doing a skin giveaway to 10 skins. Put a comment under the video and let's talk about AP Varus. So what abilities do you upgrade? How do you play him in the early game? Again, oh, take a look at this. We catch him. I do not flash because I don't have to because we got the kill anyways. And yeah, easy kill. This is a really nice start, by the way. So, wow, he actually got him. So as you can see, I took my third ability first. And that is the strongest ability to take at level 1. That is definitely the strongest one. Boom, boom, boom. Really? Okay. Okay, let me tell you the reason why I went for that kill. So it was obvious that I would die, right? I just miscalculated it, but the reason that I totally went for that kill is because it is absolutely worth to trade kills with the enemy when you're playing AP Varus. There are not many champions stronger than AP Varus in the late game. I would argue that there is none. But there's also none that are as weak as him in the early game. So those are the things that you have to keep in mind when playing AP Varus. He is really bad in the early game. So any opportunity that you have to trade a kill with the enemy, you take those. Because of course, you know, you want to get that late game as fast as you can. So right there, that's why I went for the flash. That's why I tried to go for the kill. But unfortunately, my basic attacks were dealing a mere 30 damage or something. It was only dealing like 30 attack damage. So that is why. And when you start off the game, you actually do not get a magic book. You do not go for the item that gives ability power. You actually go for the attack speed item. Reason is, when you get your second ability, it's much more valuable. In the early game, ability power is useless. It's only useful once you've upgraded your second ability a little bit. So the way that you upgrade his abilities is third ability and then either your second ability or your first ability, depending on what you want. Then of course you take the next ability. So when you're level 3, you have all of your abilities up. When you reach level 4, you upgrade your first ability once more. Listen very carefully. When you reach level 4, you upgrade your first ability, the arrow, one more time. Level 5, you take your ultimate and then you put all of your points into your second ability. This is going to be your main ability in the late game. So in the early game, it's pretty useless. So that's why you do not put points in it. As you can see, I put a point in the first ability. But, you know, when we reach level 6, 7, and 8, I'm going to put points in my second ability. So how the hell do you play AP Varus, right? Like, this is how you upgrade him. I've told you how to build him. How do you combo him? So, of course, you're not going to see many combos right now because we're still in the early game. But basically, a basic fundamental thing that you have to understand when playing AP Varus is your second ability. This is the ability that you're going to be playing around. This is the whole ability that you're going to be playing around. What I'm trying to say is your second ability, when you activate it, you buff your attacks for 6 seconds. Look, I root him under the turret. Second ability, boom. And now every single shot deals double on hit damage. As you can see, boom, boom, boom. This is all because of the second ability. And I cannot really win this fight. Caitlyn completely outplayed me here. Did you see what she just did? She dodged my third ability. If she didn't dodge my third ability, I would have killed her. Because the whole power of AP Varus is proccing your stacks. When you basic attack or ult an enemy, you apply stacks on that enemy. And proccing those stacks, that's what deals damage. So wait, can I pause the video? I'll try to pause my video here. So let me just quickly explain it to you. So the whole point of AP Varus is buffing this. Every single basic attack deals bonus magic damage, okay? And Gnasher's Tooth is gonna give you bonus attack speed and give you even more magic damage. And every basic attack applies blight stacks. You can apply up to 3 stacks to an enemy, as it says here, and then any ability of yours detonate blight stacks. Your first ability, your third ability, and your ultimate. And when you proc those stacks, you know, when you basic attack an enemy, it applies 1 stack, another basic attack 2 stacks, another basic attack 3 stacks. Every single stack that you proc deals magic damage equal to a percentage of the enemy's HP. In the late game, this is going to be around 20%. Now, can you imagine proccing 3 stacks on a tank? You're going to be dealing 60% of that tank's HP as magic damage. That is basically the power of AP Varus. And another thing is, when you activate the second ability, it doubles the bonus on hit damage. So this damage right here gets doubled. So every single basic attack deals double damage. It deals double magic damage. And then for 6 seconds, by the way. And then another thing that this does, activating your second ability makes your next piercing arrow, which is this ability, your first ability, deal bonus magic damage equal to 9 up to 70%. Yet again, this scales into the late game. In the late game, it's going to be even stronger, of the target's missing health. So it's an executing ability as well. And it goes from 9 to 17, depending on how long you charge up your arrow. If you charge it up fully, it deals double the damage compared to just shooting it real quick. So I really hope that taught you a little bit more how to play AP Varus. If you want, if you want to, you can rewatch that part real quick, because basically right there I kind of explained everything you need to know about this second ability when playing AP Varus. So what would be the best time to use the second ability? So after playing quite a lot of AP Varus, I want to say that you're going to be utilizing the doubling on hit damage more than the executing damage, from what I've played, okay? I'm not saying that you should ignore the executing damage, but like right now, I proc it instantly. You see, I proc it because he stopped my arrow. He stopped my arrow. Blitzcrank hooked me while I was using my arrow. I would have killed him with the executing damage, but he hooked me and he cancelled my arrow. That was so amazingly played by the enemy Blitzcrank. Wow. He just blocked my arrow right there. What a Chad. What an absolutely amazing player, honestly. That was just too good. And as you can see, I did not use my ultimate. Reason is because I'm saving it for the next fight. I'm saving it for the dragon. I want to go in because we can easily fight this. Let's take a look at this. I'm ulting. Boom. Nice. He stole it. Look, second ability, and look at this, boom, zoop, dead. He's just dead, like no chance to survive right there. When I proc my second ability, my piercing arrow is gonna destroy him. Again, boom, dead. And that is a shutdown. Now it's starting to look good for AP Varus. You can clearly see I was struggling a little bit in the early game, but now I have a lot of gold and I'm going to be starting to stack up my magic damage. And I'm going to deal a lot of damage, guys. This is like getting real good for AP Varus right now. So as I said, just use your second ability when there is like a tank in front of you. Just use it. Like, you're going to be getting that enemy down to a lot of HP super fast. And if you want to, listen very carefully. Like, this is, AP Varus is hard to play, okay? I never told you that it's easy, so that's why I'm giving you some very advanced ideas about AP Varus. If you want to fully utilize the second ability, so use it when a tank engages on you, hit the enemy 3 times, then either use your ultimate or your third ability to proc those 3 stacks. Then after proccing those stacks, the enemy is going to be at a very low amount of HP. Hit that enemy 2 or 3 more times, and then execute them. Look, boom, boom. Arrow is going to execute him if it hits. Oh, it didn't. As you can see, normally that arrow would have executed him, normally. but it didn't because we're still early on in the game. As I said, like, this is of course the problem of Varus. When you're this early on in the game, your executing doesn't do that much damage. Basically, you just don't do a lot of damage yet. So keep that in mind when playing AP Varus. He feels very trash up until the late game. Like, it feels like an absolutely useless champion up until you reach the very late game, up until you get a Rabadon's Death Cap, and then he feels okay. And then when you get an Infinity Orb or a Void Staff, that's when you'll feel the power of him. Let's take a look at this. We have to be a little dangerous. So as you can see, instantly proc my second ability. Boom! Look at that damage. Look, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Look at that damage. But again, of course, I'm getting out-traded by the Caitlyn. But did you see that damage on the Wukong, guys? That is the power of AP Varus. This damage right here. This is the whole damage. Ult. Boom. Proc it. I missed it, but I procced it here. I have my second ability. Let's take a look. Second ability. Boom. Boom. And boom. You see? You'll deal so much damage because proccing your second ability doubles your basic attack damage when you play AP Varus. So there you can see, like, your basic attacks are gonna hurt. Like, your basic attacks are gonna hurt a lot, even if the enemy is squishy. Especially combined with the Nashor's Tooth as well. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you give it a like. It helps the channel a lot, and you know the basic stuff. So if you wanna support the channel, give the video a like. So let's take a look at this. Yet again, I'm not gonna go too far. Oh, he actually wants to go too far. Even though I can get a Rabadon's Death Cap, we can kill him. Yeah, we can kill him. Ult, second ability. He's just dead, as you can see. I didn't even need my arrow. Did not even need my arrow right there. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Another thing about AP Varus is your ultimate is going to be on a very low cooldown because you have a Nashor's Tooth, which gives you like, what, 25 ability haste, something like that, and you have Ioni Boots of Lucidity, which also gives you a lot of ability haste. So your ultimate, especially if it reaches level 3, is going to be on an incredibly low cooldown, so you have to use it constantly. Like, just spam the hell out of it. Use it all the time. Don't save it up because it's free kills all the time. Your ultimate allows you to pretty much one-shot tanks. It's crazy. Like, this champion is crazy against tanks. So let's take a look at what happens here. Make sure you hit the ultimate though. Obviously, this is his core ability. You have to hit it. So let's take a look. Ult hit. Look. And boom. Nasus is gone. Boom, boom. He's gone as well. He is gone. This, like, the max, the fact that his damage skills on the maximum HP of the enemy makes him so good against tanks. Like, you can reliably kill tanks. You'll just know that you can destroy tanks, especially when you have a Void Staff, by the way, because then you're gonna be shredding through their HP as shredding through their magic resist as well. Yeah, the tweet is blowing up, of course. Yeah, like, again, please, guys. I don't like to ask you this, but if you want to, check out Twitter, give the tweet a like, give it a retweet, reply something to it, because I'm so done. I'm so done. Like, I'm just so done with this matchmaking. I've said it many times, but I'm so done. Like, everyone is talking about it, and I want to use my voice and my community as well, because I am so absolutely done with it. Like, I'm getting so mad because of it, because I just want to enjoy Wild Rift. The game is so good, and I just want to love playing the game, but I just can't. And again, I'm ranting about it when I shouldn't. I know that I should teach how to play AP Varus, but it's too much. It's actually too much. It's getting to me. It's really getting to me. Because I don't want to play the game anymore, but I don't want to abandon it either. Because I just love making YouTube videos so much. Let's take a look at what the hell is going to happen here. There is a full HP Nasus. I missed him. Of course I killed Wukong, but I missed the Nasus. That sucks. Oh, there is a Nasus. I cannot really kill him right now. I already used my second ability and my ultimate. It's gonna be a bit hard for me. Yeah, I dodged the Lux. Boom, 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 boom. Wow, I killed him. Look at that. I didn't even use my second ability. Look at that damage. 12.5%. 12.5%. You see? I only have 2 items and it deals 12.5% of the enemy's max HP. When you get 5 items, it's gonna be between 20 and 25% per stack. Combine that with the missing health damage of the second ability, you're gonna one-shot tanks. You're genuinely gonna one-shot tanks. It's absolutely crazy. It's crazy. That is why I told you that I like Electrocute. But yet again, in this game I was running Electrocute and... oh, oops, my camera is not on the right spot. But again, I have to say Conqueror feels a bit more reliable. Electrocute, of course, it's better in the very late game, but throughout the normal game, Conqueror is gonna be better. Just keep that in mind. Quickly taking a red buff. Red buff is really good on AP Varus, by the way, just so you know, because you're using your basic attacks much more than AD Varus. It's kind of funny and ironic, isn't it? AD Varus, attack damage Varus, doesn't use his basic attacks, he doesn't rely on his basic attacks, and AD Varus relies on his first ability. Meanwhile, AP Varus fully relies on his basic attacks. Oh, let's take a look at this fight. Let's just take a look at what happens. Boom, 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 boom. Second ability, one shot. 1200 crit damage. We're going in, boom, another kill. We're going for him, that's another kill. Third ability, dead. We're going for him, boom, 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 Quadra kill. Is this the penta kill? No, come on, where's my penta kill? That would have been, no. It's okay though, but you can see what I mean, right? Frontline doesn't exist. Frontline doesn't exist when you're playing AP Varus. Basically, a tank and a squishy enemy feels the same in the late game when you're playing Varus. That's how you have to see him. It literally feels like you're a knife, a hot knife, and the enemies are butter. They're butter. You're slicing right through them in the late game. And the funny thing is, we have not even reached the late game. This is mid-game AP Varus, and it's already dealing this much damage. I'm gonna tell you though, disclaimer, AP Varus is incredibly hard to play, and enemies can abuse you in the early game. You have to get to the late game. You have to make sure to get to the late game. That's when you can have this fiesta party of destroying the enemies. And how do you do that? By farming up. You have to constantly farm, and get to the late game. Because early game, he's useless. Absolutely useless. And especially when you play AP Varus, don't get mad. Like, don't get mad when you lose early game. Yeah, don't get mad. Just try to focus and get to the late game. Again, ultimate, boom, boom. One shot. 1400 damage right there. Boom, boom, boom. 1600 damage to the clone. But you see how much this damage is, guys? Boom, boom, that. This is what the Infinity Orb does. This is the beauty of the Infinity Orb. It allows you to finish off enemies more easily. I just have to hit her once and she's dead. That's the funny part. Only once and she's dead. Look, look, look. I'm like trying to cheese her here. Boom. I missed it. But it's okay. It doesn't matter because I have it up in 30 seconds anyways. Look, I just want to hit her. Boom, boom. And she's dead. She is dead. This is what I mean. 2 basic attacks and she's dead. Look, he might die as well. Boom. Hello? Hello, he's at 50% HP in 1 second. I got Nasus, which is one of the tankiest champions in the game. Oh, she's dead, isn't she? No, I missed my arrow. No, he cancelled my arrow. He cancelled my arrow with his ultimate. Yeah, I was kind of trolling her. I went way too deep. And here I got 4 items and I wanted to go for the full AP route here. And honestly, Runan's Hurricane would have been pretty good in this match. It would have actually been really good. But I wanted to get as much AP as I could. I just wanted to go ham on the enemy. So yeah, I went for the green book just for the extra lethality. 16.2% by the way. 16.2%. What the hell? That is a crazy amount of damage. It's absolutely through the roof. Yeah, my team is just winning themselves right now. This is looking like this is the end of the game, unfortunately. It would have been fun to play a bit more AP Varus right now, because this is where the unbeatable stage would have come. But as you can see, we just won the game. And yeah, these are basically the intense games that I have right now. It is what it is. This is the current stage of Wild Rift. If you want better videos than this as well, again, check out the tweet. Make sure you give it a like, retweet. This has to get attention because I am absolutely done. It took me so many games to get this good of a game, because every single other game was either a stomp on my side or a stomp on the enemy side. Because that's how the matchmaking works right now. I'm just getting matched with horrible teammates, horrible enemies, not from my skill level, and it's just bad. So yeah, Thank you very much for watching. Let's take a look at how much damage I did. I'm sure it is going to be quite a lot of damage. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of damage. There it is. So thank you so much for watching. Yet again, here is the tweet. As you can see, wow, my Twitter is blowing up right now. But check it out. Please give it a like, retweet, stuff like that. And yeah, I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye-bye.